Glory! It is another beautiful day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. It is with that I'm welcoming you to Something to Think About podcast, where we inspire faith. So today, our subject of cogitation is found in the book of 1 Samuel, chapter number 13, and I will be reading verse number 13. The word says, "How foolish," Samuel exclaimed, "you have not kept the command the Lord your God gave you. Had you kept it, the Lord would have established your kingdom over Israel forever." Now, something to think about for today says, your roles in destiny. Your role in destiny. Dear friend, the subject of destiny is certainly one of the most controversial subjects of all time. But irrespective of diverse schools of thoughts, the concept of destiny is real. You may want to ask, how do I know that? It is simply because the Bible talks about it. Though many folks have warped understanding, warped thought when it comes to the subject of destiny. But first of all, let me break down what destiny is all about in a simple term. Destiny simply means your own subset of the overall agenda of God for the universe within the space and time of your existence. Destiny is otherwise known as your allotted part of the overall plan of God for a specific period of time. So now, despite you have been predestined or predisposed with an agenda within the period of time that you are living in, yet the onus lies with you to bring predestination to a fruition or not. That is, you have a role to play in destiny. And it is at this juncture that many folks flopped when it comes to the subject of destiny. They misconstrue destiny to mean what will be, would be. But no, my friend, 1,000 times no. You have roles to play in fulfillment of destiny. Dear friend, if you will come to the understanding that humans are free will beings, in other words, you have the option to say no or yes to predestination. Even God has no control over your willpower. He will never force you to do anything. After all, he told Adam, you can eat of all the fruit of the tree in the garden, but this one you must not eat. But Adam chose to eat, so God never forced him or stopped him not to eat. A good example to explain the subject of destiny is the King Saul in our anchor scripture. You see, Saul was predestined to have an everlasting dynasty over Israel. That is, he is to rule them, be their king from generation to generation. But King Saul chose otherwise through his willpower. Another good example to explain the subject of destiny is the man Joseph. You see, according to Genesis chapter 37 verse 5, Joseph got insight into his great destiny, but he naively said that to his siblings, and that ignorance landed him in slavery, letting you know that you have a role to protect your destiny. But while in slavery, God favored him to find help and favor with his slave master. So he became the chief of staff to his slave master. But by the time we get to Genesis chapter 39 verse 7, Bible says, "And he came to pass after these things that his master's wife cast eyes upon Joseph, and she said, lie with me." That is, his master's wife was requesting Joseph to sleep with her. You see, this verse made it obvious that Joseph has role in the making of his destiny. He had options, either to sleep with his master's wife, which will make him to be in the good recommendation of his master's wife, or he had the hard option of not sleeping with her and go to jail. So Joseph chose the latter, And that became the pivotal of his destiny fulfillment. So, my friend, as you go about the journey of the year 2025, I will urge you to be conscientious with your everyday choices, because they are either leading you to destiny fulfillment or taking you far from it. It is your role to deliberately align your decisions and choices with your overall destiny. Remember, your destiny is that allotted part of the world theater that has been bequeathed to you in order to make the whole screenplay of life to be meaningful experience for all and sundries. This line explains how important your destiny is to your generation. Can you just imagine if the person like Mark Zuckerberg snubbed his role in bridging the communication gap through the social media? Where would the world still be in the area of connectivity and socializing? Dear friend, your destiny is of great importance to us all in this generation. So I'm urging you to play your role in the fulfillment of your destiny. And it all starts with your destiny discoveries and your daily choices. So that is something to think about for today. Until the next episode where I pop up on your screen, I would like you to drop your comment on this subject matter. And don't forget to share this with every other person you will like to fulfill their destiny. For more, kindly visit our YouTube channel at the DNA Church. So until I pop up on your screen again, I remain yours truly, Joel Kayode. Do have a great day.